Radio. We're just getting started. Street No Chaser Talk Radio.
Who's drinking that with no chaser?
This is Straight No Chaser Talk Radio. We're just getting started. Street No Chaser Talk Radio.
Who's drinking that with no chaser?
Hey, folks, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode of Straight No Chaser, where we give you the hard stuff. We just serve it up to you just like that. We don't beat around the bush. We just come right out with it. And here today, we made it through another week.
Yes, sir.
Made it through another week. We are still here. That is a blessing unto itself. We got sophisticated Shannon in the house.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing?
Yeah, she's doing well. Let's get it out the way. Let's start doing it right away. Let's get one down. Let's get it on out there, Chief. Let's get. You all don't know the old disco cuts with Shannon, but it brings it all back. We had to do that like 3 times. It got to be done like 3 times in the show. It's in the contract. That's what she said. That's what we got to do. I don't know if it's real or not, but I don't want to get sued. I'm not into that. That's right. It's bad enough I got it done COVID. I'm not trying to get sued for nothing. I don't care. If she says she got to play it 3 times, I'll play it 4.
That's right.
But we got the Chief. Chief, how you doing, Chief?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
You're looking swell. You look just like Denzel on the radio.
Well, thank you.
All right. You are doing your thing. I forgot we're live now.
That's right.
People know I'm lying. They know I'm lying.
That's right. They know you're lying. They can see.
I'm telling the truth. They said, "Oh, just a minute. I gotta get straight with that." Shannon, help me. Don't let me do stupid stuff. Not too stupid. I mean, just a little bit. Let's do just a little stupid stuff. Yeah. But we're gonna talk today. You know, everything is some variation of COVID. I mean, the COVID is affecting everywhere. I mean, people are binge watching TV like never before. I'm so tired of the British stuff. It's all over the place. People are talking all kind of stuff. I've binge watched stuff now it's getting to the point, you know, used to have shows when we grew up and shows would just go on and on and on. And then when they finished, they would just play reruns forever and ever and ever. Like, I thought Star Trek had been on for like 150 seasons. There's only like 4 or 5 seasons. They're just a bunch of reruns.
That's right.
But now you got series that run a period of time and then it kind of stops. But we got a guest tonight who is involved in all of that. We got a real live actor, folks. We got a real live actor, somebody who's real been in the business and knows what's going on. And we're going to talk tonight about kind of, you know, obviously his career, but also just kind of how COVID has thrown a monkey wrench in all of this stuff and you know, and how they're coping with it. And hopefully things get back to normal, because what will we do without our entertainment?
That's right.
What we going to do?
That's
what
right.
we going to do, Chief?
True.
I don't know, man, because I know for those first couple of weeks, if it weren't for Netflix and Hulu and Prime and Unprime and all those stations, man, that's what kept us from losing our minds.
That's right. Well, I'm not so sure it succeeded in that necessarily. I think the jury's still out. It's a little too early for all of that. But well, I'll go ahead. I get your point. I get what you're doing. We've got Mr. Brian Distance with us,
sir.
Folks. That's who you see in there in the back, and you probably say, "Oh, he looks familiar. I've seen him. What has he been? Who is he? What has he been in?" He's a superstar. And we got him here so we can say, hey, we knew him then. You know, but we really knew him because we knew him back home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Years and years and years ago.
Going to polydiscos.
Yeah, right?
Oh, wow.
So it's always, you done gone way back there. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, really. Yep.
Yeah, I had those files sealed, son. But it's good to have you with us, and it's always good. You know, we always feel good. Me and the Chief feel good. You know, I'm in North Carolina. He's in Nevada. You know, over there, he and Shannon, they're out there in Nevada. You're in New York, California, all over the place doing what you do. And it's just, it always makes you feel good to see, you know, hometown folks doing well. and doing what they want to do. That's the other piece too, and kind of following it and seeing it working out and living it out. But I don't want to. I'm Chief. How many? I think we should just let Brian go ahead and tell it, shouldn't we? Should just let him say what he's been in, what he's doing now, and how great all of this stuff is. Wait till he tells you all the stuff, then you say that's where I see him. That's where he's been, and what you're doing now. And go ahead, Brian. Tell the straight no chaser folks.
We want to hear, because look, just so before we preview Brian, you got to know this brother was in the Green Book, which of course was an Oscar winning movie. That's big time. He has a recurring role in NCIS New Orleans as Sergeant Gordon, and you've also seen him on Billions on Showtime, Bull on CBS, Blind Spot, Daredevil on Netflix, The Mysteries of Laura on NBC, The House of Cards, and of course 30 Rock. And I probably just scratched the surface. But again, it's just such a pleasure to have a true home guy, guy that we've known from our days in Baltimore, and we're just so proud of him. We've seen this brother's been hustling, and
that's right.
And not only is he an incredible actor, but he's also a lawyer in real life. So I mean, this guy's got it going on, coming and going, and we're just so proud to have him here, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Distance.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be back on your show again. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. So Brian, we're going to jump right into it. With all the COVID stuff going on, and then we want to get into what you're doing. With all the COVID stuff that's been going on, and of course we've been reading about how it's really impacted, Los Angeles and the whole movie making industry and so forth. And so, how has that impacted you? And have you been? Has it impacted the shows and the lots that you've been on? Tell us about it.
Well, quite honestly, it really has impacted filming. The one main thing is that no longer will you have huge scenes of 200 people, 300 people, 400 people in a great crowd scene. I remember back when I was in what movie was that? Oh, Batman. There was a huge crowd scene on Wall Street, and it's funny because I work on Wall Street also as a finance lawyer. So just seeing a crowd of 400, 500 people. Nowadays, that will not happen because of COVID. You only have groups of, at the most, filming of maybe 3 or 4 actors, and then you have the crew who will be doing the actual taping, and they'll be the cinematographer. There will be the director, the first AD, and everyone is socially distanced. So gone all the days right now of huge crowd scenes of 20, 30, 40, 100, and 200 people. And then on top of that, we had to go through a rigorous COVID testing first. That was 2 days before filming. Then after that, then once you get on set to actually shoot, then they take your temperature, and there's an app that is used by the entertainment industry, and then you have to verify that you did not come in contact with anyone who had symptoms of coughing, high fevers, and that sort of stuff, and you have to attest to that prior to being allowed on set. Then they give you a temperature check to make sure that you have the proper temperature. So it really is. They're erring on the side of caution, and it's something that I've been working as an actor ever since 2006 or 2007, and this is really the first year whereby it was just really stringent as to the medical procedures that will have to go forward in order to make these sets safe again.
Wow! Now, in your travels, have you come across a time where they had to stop production because someone tested positive, either some crew members or some actors? Mm-hmm. And what happens then? Well,
at that point in time, this happened on the set that I was on, but I'm not going to say exactly which one it was.
Right.
But someone tested positive, so they had to shut down production for. I'm not sure about how long it was shut down. Luckily, my scene that I was filming had already had already stopped at that point. So I didn't come back on that episode. So I don't know whether they stopped production for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But what they do is that they have to cease production. Then they have to contact Trace to see exactly with whom that person has been in contact. And then they want to make sure that that person has not been on any other set. And then there is no cross contamination upon sets through the whole like New York, New Jersey area.
Wow. And so when those things happen, do the actors still get paid for the day or for a couple of days, or how does that work out compensation wise when that happens?
Good question.
Wow.
That I have no idea, but I would have to go through my SAG rep.
Sure.
And
sure.
then they'll let us know. But the good thing is that that for our COVID testing as well as our fitting, we are as actors, we are paid for that time that we have to take out from our day in order to do the testing in order to appear on set.
Okay.
So I believe that if production stops, I believe that there is some sort of compensation. I don't know whether it's 100% or 50%, but I believe it is something.
Sure. Wow. That's interesting.
It's a lot. We saw what happened when Tom Cruise blew up on a set, but I guess it's that serious though. It is. It's that serious.
And that's why one of the movies is in the process of coming out. The new James Bond that's been pushed back. Originally it was going to come out in April. Well, originally it was going to come out last year. Then they pushed it back to April of this year, and now it's going to be pushed back to October of this year. So that's all COVID related. In terms of actual shooting the scenes, as well as when the theatrical release is, it is all a product of COVID now.
Oh, wow. So COVID is like taking over everything. But you appear to be getting work now. I mean, was it? Mm-hmm. I mean, when I'm looking every night, I was like, "Damn, Brian's something else. He's doing something else." I mean, that I don't know if that happens for everybody. It doesn't seem like it does. I mean, it's clearly a blessing that you are, and it kind of speaks to your talent as well. But you're just able to find roles and kind of keep working. Who was that, Chief? It was a while back we were talking. I guess it was last year when work was COVID had just kind of started hitting, and it was devastating. But of course, that was out in California,
right?
But hell, California and New York were both hit heavy, hard, and fast.
Yeah, that was Joseph Davis.
Phillips.
Joseph Phillips, rather.
Joe Phillips. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And he was talking about the problems that he was having trying to find, work. And I'm like, wow. Well, he needs to talk to Brian because I don't know, or move or something, or be willing to move because it's kind of devastating. But I guess that the agent that industry has survived a lot, and kind of that industry is the industry that can take something like COVID and then make movies and TV shows that deal with COVID. I like the way a lot of the shows are even integrating COVID into what's going on. Now that they've taken the hiatus and they come and you kind of make it, it makes it more real world, but it's just no way around it. This has been interesting to say the least, but devastating as well. But things seem to be turning around. I'm starting to wonder, what happens on all these shows that I was binging. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. What happens if COVID kicks back up? Now I got to wait, super long to find out what the heck is going on. But what's been, aside from that, I mean, you seem to have a pretty good, you seem to adjust it well. to kind of, you know what, this is just kind of roll with it. And maybe is that something that just comes with, being an actor, you just